Hi guys, I'm Dr. Nirmal. Welcome to my channel Doc Talk. Hi guys, today video is how to effectively complete your rapid revision or your full course early as possible. Okay, as soon as possible, if they say ASAP. Now I'll be giving few tips about how to use it, how to use rapid revision properly or full course, and how to complete it as soon as possible. Now my tips are totally practical. Okay, they are not that theoretical tips. Okay, these are practical tips that I use, and it could be controversial also. Okay, so it's upon you if you want to use it. Now the very first thing that everyone says that you should do is video lectures. Okay, like if you are using Miro or Preplet, then there will be video lectures. Otherwise, those institutes which use live classes, there won't be any video lectures to speed up. Okay, you cannot say your teacher to speed up, okay, to 1.5x 2x. Okay, then you have to suffer for that. But if you are going for a full course or rapid revision, then if there is video lectures, then you should speed up your video lectures. Speed up. Now start with 1.5x. Now you will say how can we learn something at 1.5x speed, but just be habitual of it. When you start for 1.5x, you will see that it's in normal tone. Okay, it's normal speed. Then come to 2x, and if you feel like 2x is way much faster, then come back to 1.5x. Okay, but don't start your lectures at 1x, because that will be very slow and you will be behind all of your peers. Okay, so start with 1.5x and reach till 2x for your video lectures. So if the video lecture is of 10 hours, okay, if the video lectures is of 10 hours, you can complete it in 5 hours. That's how effective it will be, like half the time. You will save your half the time. Plus, if you are adding something, we can make it a 6-hour thing. Okay, that will be 6 hours, but it won't be 10 hours, anything like that. Start with 1.5 to 2x. Okay, now the second thing you should do is plan your tomorrow yesterday. Now what does this thing mean कि अपना जो कल आएगा वो उसको आज ही प्लान करो, और आज की रात को ही कल की प्लानिंग कर लो. अब इसका क्या मतलब है? मान लीजिए कि कल आपको सुबह कुछ पढ़ना है. ओके, बीट एनेस्थीसिया आपको पढ़नी है, बट आपकी फार्मा भी है थोड़ी सी बची हुई. देन यू हैव टू डू सम MCQs फ्रॉम फिजियो, एंड यू हैव अ GT जिसके लास्ट के 50 क्वेश्चन अभी रिव्यू नहीं करे हैं, एंड यू हैव 3-4 थिंग्स. नाउ इन सबको आप एक लिस्ट में लगा दो. लाइक the most important thing to do is first review the GT. So the first thing should be reviewing the GT. Okay, now the first thing should be reviewing the GT. Now let's start. The first is review GT 50 questions, right? And the second thing you should do is MCQ of physio, which is left. Third thing is pharma leftover, and the fourth thing is anesthesia. Now you are doing all these things night before. Okay, if you are planning your tomorrow, you should do it on yesterday night. Now you have listed it down 1 2 3 4. Now work according to this one. Now plan that if I am going to review GT, I will do it in 1 hour. Okay, I will do it in 1 hour. Then I will doing MCQ of physio. These let's say the questions are around 100 questions. I will do it in 2 hours. प्लस रिव्यू भी इंक्लूडेड है इसी में. ऐसा मत बोलना कि सिर्फ 2 घंटे में क्वेश्चन ही करूँगा. रिव्यू भी इंक्लूडेड है. एंड देन लेफ्ट ओवर्स आर देयर आर 3 hours. ओके, इट विल टेक 3 hours, सो आई विल डू इट. नाउ इफ यू काउंट इट विल बी लाइक 6 hours. एंड कैन यू डू इट all of this in morning? If you can, let's say you have 5 hours in the morning only, then put it in this. Try to do 5 hours. Okay, try to do 6 hours of your study in 5 hours, and the very first thing, it will push your momentum. Okay, because you know that you are going to do something which is supposed to be done in 6 hours in 5 hours, and if you do it in 5.5 hours, you have half an hour left, which is a bonus. Okay, then come for anesthesia. So plan your day before. Okay, if you are going to study something on Monday, on Sunday night you should plan it. If you are going to study what you are going to study on Tuesday, on Monday night you should plan it. Because once you have planning, you don't have to rush everything in the morning, that what should I start with. Okay, if you don't plan, you will be like, should I do first reviews, or should I do MCQs, or should I do pharma or anesthesia? You will be like jumbled up on this. If you have plan, you know, I have to start with the review, then I will do MCQ, then pharma and anesthesia. You don't have to jumble it in the morning. Plan it and sort it out in the night before. Okay, now that's the second thing. Now what is the third thing is revise now, Q back later. Now this one is a little controversial, I say. Now why controversial? I'm putting a star here because it's a controversial, because not so many people agree with this one. Now what I'm saying is, if it's the first time you are watching a video lecture and doing a subject, and then you do its Q bank on the next day, I don't think that will be very beneficial. Okay, you should know the subject first, then you should do the Q banks, then it will be beneficial. Now that's my theory, that's why it's controversial. Now if you are doing anesthesia, let's say, for if you're doing anesthesia today, okay, and then you will revise it in the very next day in the morning or the evening, and if then on the day after tomorrow, if you do the MCQs, it will be anesthesia for regular 3 days. I don't believe that should be done. I think you should do anesthesia, then revise it, then skip the Q bank, and let's go with the other subjects. First thing, you will save your time of doing a Q bank here. Second thing, doing Q bank at that time, I don't think that will be that beneficiary. You should skip it at that time. When to do Q bank? Then later. When later? I will tell you. So you have done your 19 subjects now, and you have revised them along, okay, but didn't did any Q bank. Okay, you have not done any Q bank during those 19 subjects video lectures and revision. Now when you go for another revision, which is your second revision, you don't need to see the video lectures. Now you have time that you don't need to see the video lecture. So for example, you have done your video lectures plus revision in 45 days. Now you will be doing your revision only in 30 days. Add Q bank in that. Now revise, do Q bank. Now revise, do Q bank. Don't follow this pattern, video lectures, revise, Q bank. Follow this pattern, video lecture, reviews, cut revision 1. Revision 2 is revision plus Q bank. Okay, and in the third revision you can do revision, Q bank is done. Now you can do custom modules. I will be getting on that in another video, what is custom module. Okay, so this is my and a controversial part, revise now, Q bank later. This is all upon you. If you want to do that, it will be pace up your preparation, it will pace up your rapid revision on full course. Okay, now the fourth one is club long subjects with short subjects. Now this is something I have talked about in my previous videos also. You have to always club the long subjects along with short subjects, otherwise you will be feeling that monotony in your preparation. Now how to do that, I have पिछले वीडियो में मैंने ऐसा कुछ बताया नहीं था किन सब्जेक्ट्स को क्या करना चाहिए, बट इन दिस वीडियो आई विल बी टेलिंग यू दैट. ओके, नाउ दीज आर सम प्रेफरेबल कॉम्बिनेशंस, एंड अगेन इट्स अ कंट्रोवर्शियल थिंग दैट कि तुम्हें ऐसा फॉलो करना चाहिए कि नहीं करना चाहिए. इट्स ऑल अपॉन यू. ओके, नाउ एड फार्मा विच इज अ लॉन्ग सब्जेक्ट फॉर मी विद अ मीडियम और स्मॉल सब्जेक्ट लाइक एनेस्थीसिया. ओके, फार्मा विद एनेस्थीसिया. वाई? बिकॉज फार्मा में भी एनेस्थीसिया का कुछ पार्ट होता है. अगर आप फार्मा का एनेस्थीसिया पढ़ रहे हो एंड देन यू स्टार्ट विद एनेस्थीसिया अगेन, इट विल बी लाइक बूस्टिंग योर एनेस्थीसिया विद द फार्मा पार्ट ऑफ एनेस्थीसिया. Second thing, do micro with derma. Now why micro with derma? Because in derma you will see a lot of microorganisms causing the skin diseases, right? And in micro you will study about those microorganisms. So I think it's a better combination to start with micro and derma. First complete micro, then go for derma. Pediatrics and biochemistry is the third preferable combination. Now why pediatrics, why biochemistry? Now if you cover biochemistry, you will see a lot of inborn error of metabolism which are basically seen in pediatrics. So if you study pediatrics, you will see inborn metabolism, then you go to biochemistry and you will know why they are inborn error of metabolism, because you will find the causes there. Okay, the defects basically, not the causes of why it happened, but the reasons. Okay, why the mechanism, basically why there is an error in the metabolism. Okay, so that's the third thing, pediatrics with biochemistry. Now fourth one is anatomy with orthopedics. Now this is a very bizarre combination though, but I will tell you why it's a good combination. Because in anatomy you will study the muscles, you will study the bones, okay, you will study the joints, and on ortho is all about bones and joints. Okay, so it's a very good combination. If you know the anatomy, you will know the ortho. Then the fifth combination is medicine with pathology. And now I'm not talking about the general pathology, I'm talking about the systemic pathology. I'm talking about the systemic pathology here. Now if you go by system for pathology, then you will see this medicine also have patho in it. Okay, like if you have studied cardiovascular today and you are studying the rheumatic heart disease, and you have seen the pathologies, and you have seen the infective endocarditis and the vegetations on the leaflets, okay, you will see the same in the medicine, and this will just boost it. If you study medicine first, then patho will be easier. If you study patho first, then medicine will be easier. I say study patho first, then go for the medicine. Then the last combination that I will suggest is obs-gynae with PSM, and this is also another kind of a bizarre combination, but it is beneficial because in obstetrics you come towards some schemes, okay, which is also seen in PSM, and there is proper maternal and child health in the PSM, which is also in obs-gynae, or specifically in obstetrics, not gynae. Okay, so this is also a combination. So I have given some combinations. This is A, B, C, D, E, F, which is around 6 combinations. You can try it, and this is just a controversial combination. Again, it's just it's all upon you if you want to try this one. Okay, I have actually, if I say I have tried all of these combinations, I'll be making a video, the sequence of subjects you should start with. Okay, so these are some preferable combinations. Now the fifth part is allot days to subjects and deliberately allot less time. It will push you more. Now इसका क्या मतलब हुआ कि अगर कोई subject, for example, if there is a subject which require, like let's take an example, medicine. Now we all know in a full course medicine will require around 10 days, minimum 10 days. Give it 8 days. Okay, I will be very blunt here, give it 8 days only. Now why 8 days? You will be like, a subject required 10 days, why to give 8 days? Because if you will give it 8 days, it will put pressure on you to complete his ASAP. Now you won't take much time on those things which you know already. Okay, again, it's a controversial thing. I have put a star here. It's a controversial thing. But if you put 10 days for something and you can complete it in 8 days, you will be like, okay, I have 10 days, why I have to push myself, and I can complete it in 10 days. Okay, that will be easy. But if you will put it in 8 days, and you know this thing can happen, should happen in 10 days, and if you could do it even in 9 days, you will be have one precious day which is for you. And if you do it in every subject, you will have a lot of extra time that you could have wasted if you have given them 10 days like things. Okay, so go for it. Like for medicine, if you will give 10 days, you will complete it in 10 days. If you will give it 8 days, you might complete it in 8 days, maybe in 9 days. In both those, you will get 2 or 1 day respectively of bonus. So this is a controversial thing, but you can do it. Then take out time for exercise and walk. Now this is something everyone says but no one follows. Okay, even I couldn't follow this one, to take time for exercise or walk, because it's like it looks like I'm wasting my time on exercise. But to be honest, I tried it in initial days. It was very beneficial when the pressure on my mind was less. Okay, it was very beneficial. I used to take 1 hour running session. Okay, in my college when I was studying there, I used to take 1 hour running session every day. But as soon as I came home, there was no such grounds here nearby, so I have to skip that thing. So I think you should do some exercise or walk every day. It will freshen your mind. It's all upon you. Very less people do it because all of us thinks that it's a waste of time, but it's not. Okay, this is my last tip. Take out time for exercise and walk. I guess that's all. Thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Nirmal, and this is my YouTube channel Doc Talk. If you have any query, you can ping me on my Instagram. The link will be in the description or in the comments right here in the YouTube video. Thank you.